women are leaving us because they feel like they can do better. But here's the thing. They leave us, they leave us, they leave us. They hate to be alone, right? So they bounce from eggplant to eggplant, relationship to relationship. And at the end of the day, they're going to end up 40 and they're going to have cats and dogs in their house acting like that's their kids.
Like the way they do, sitting with the crew, I had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta glow in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
What's up, y'all? It's State Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, man. Black men, this is specifically for y'all. Especially if you're younger. But even if you older and you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, black love is dead. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? I was texting my older brother husband about 3 in the morning, and we were discussing just all the ways that, you know, black love is dead. And when I say black love is dead, I mean to say it like this, yo. Black men, we have lost the black woman. We're not going to get her back. We're not going to get her back. You know what I'm saying? And then if you even got her, is it worth it? Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're men. We only ask for so many things. It's like we ask for maybe 2 to 5 essential things from a woman, and then we would lay down our lives for them. Okay? Lay down our lives. What do we ask, right? Shut up. Shut up more times than not, right? Right? Stay loyal. Stay loyal. Don't open up your legs for any other man, right? Be a good mother to my kids, right? Be able to be like a real wife, a real supporting, loving wife, right? That's 4 off the top of my head. And those 4 is enough for a man to dedicate his life to a woman. Even if he cheats, right? He not going to leave a woman that good. He not. He not, man. So when women get left, I really be looking at it like, you got to be trash. You got to be trash, you know what I'm saying? Even though in most situations, the woman leaves. Why? Because we lost them. Let me tell you the truth, black man. The enemy defeated us a long time ago. Took our woman away from us. Made our women think that we had them under some type of dictatorship. When in all the reality, that's how the enemy treated his woman. And then the enemy's woman, right, use our women to help them gain more power in this country. And to help them go against us. Right? Black love is dead, man. It's dead. And here's another truth. It's okay, man. If you look at the statistics and you look at the way America is going with all this mixing and everything, by 2050, right, it ain't going to be that many dark people around, dark-skinned people around, and it damn sure ain't going to be no white people around. They at a -% birth rate right now, right? And there would be more black and dark brown and dark-skinned people around in 2050, but here's the thing. Right? Due to the enemy's woman, right, gaining control of our woman's mind, they actually think it's empowering, right, to terminate their pregnancies. And our women, right, our women are responsible for 1/3 and better of all terminations of pregnancies happening in this country. Millions of us gone, right? Gone. And we can't even fully blame women on that, but they are the #1 people who are in charge of who gets to live and die of our people. But at the same time, there are a lot of men who you're sleeping around and you getting the wrong women pregnant and you paying them to terminate those pregnancies. That's foul. I participated in that act before in my life. But now that I look at it, like, now that I have kids, and I think about civilization, and and our people. I see that I participated in genocide of my own people, you know, and it don't sit right with me. But that's the thing. The majority of these women, they don't care, and it just gives them an excuse to be irresponsible, okay? We live in a perpetual situation where fathers have not been around for generations. So mothers have been forced to raise men, but here's the thing. Mothers cannot raise men. And because mothers cannot raise men, you have a whole parental side going where the father would be thinking different. The father who understands that a young man needs to have skills. He needs to be good with his hands. He needs to be able to build things. Whereas the typical single mother, right, she's going to push her kid, right? If she really, really, really cares about her kid, she's going to push her kid to go to school, go to college, put himself in debt, right? Not learn any other physical skills, any tangible skills, right? That he could become a master at, right? And then learn how to start a business and be a boss. She's going to force him to, she's going to push him to go to college, right? Get a degree and be a worker, right? So then he going to be a worker. He not going to make as much money as he wants. He going to hate his job, right? And then he going to marry a woman who might have a higher degree than him and think she better than him because she got a degree. Because she know how to regurgitate the enemy's information and get a couple answers right on the damn test. And now she thinks she's somebody. But if you pay attention, think about all the women with degrees, right? All the women that make all this money, right? Women don't create anything. They don't create anything. They just follow the blueprint of a man without creating. Without creating, you know what I'm saying? And then they measure their success to a man. Black love is really dead. Like, you lost your woman. We lost them. We lost them. Remember when we used to think Will and Jada Pinkett Smith was goals? Remember that? Right? Look at what's going on now. Those of us who pay attention to some of the rappers today. You see how Lil Durk proposed to his girl India, right? Chances are they not gonna make it to 5 years maybe, man. Hopefully they do, but statistically speaking, our women are leaving us because they feel like they can do better. But here's the thing. They leave us, they leave us, they leave us. They hate to be alone, right? So they bounce from eggplant to eggplant, relationship to relationship, and at the end of the day, they're gonna end up 40, and they're gonna have cats and dogs in their house, acting like that's their kids. Or they're gonna have a bunch of kids, right? Bunch of baby daddies. Here's the thing. Even though black love is dead, black men, understand your potential. You have a way better chance at finding love outside of your race than she does. For the simple fact that you're not a woman and you're not going to be carrying children with you, right? So in the eyes of women outside of your race, as long as you're stable, right, and you can provide, and even if you have multiple baby mothers, multiple kids, right, as long as you're not a bum, and you can provide for a house, right, and you're a respectable man, you could get you a fine white woman, right? A fine Asian woman, a fine Indian woman, right? Right? You can do that. She can't do that. She gonna get the eggplant of a man outside of her race, but is that man gonna bring her home to his mother and be proud of her? No. Like, you gotta understand that majority of our women have given up on themselves. On themselves, you know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Fake body parts. If not, they just letting themselves go. And that's 80% of our women. 80%. That's 8 out of every 10 women is overweight or morbidly obese. You think they care about what we think? No. care about the fact that their fellow women encourage them to be unhealthy, encourage them to be terrible people. We don't shame our women anymore for having multiple baby daddies. I understand if she got one. She made the mistake one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baby daddies? We settling for that? You know we don't have to settle for that, right? You know that, right? You know that, right? It's a lot of good brothers out here that do a lot. And even if you ain't rich, you still a good provider. You still a good dude, man. And you need to take your talents to another nationality if you have to. Now, I'm not saying totally give up on black love, totally give up on black women. No, I'm not saying that yet. I'll let you know how I feel about that in another 2 to 5 years. But I'm saying it's basically over, though. Put yourself first, black man. Are you just going to assume that you're going to find the right woman of your same race as you? Just because you see Papoose and Remy Ma made it happen? Remy Ma is not of this current era, this current generation that we living in. She not. She not of this current era, man. And she owed Papoose because Papoose held her down. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what kind of woman she'd have been if Papoose would have left her while she was in jail. She'd probably be a harlot right now, man. Probably, but shout out to them. And then like I said about Dirk and India. Men, are you really going to assume that you're going to find the woman of your dreams? The right woman for you, going to be submissive, shutting up when she needs to shut up, right? And be really supportive and not try to be a man over you when she's not even a man? Who got more to offer than her box? Do you really think you're going to find that if you're going to pay attention to the law of averages, okay? Most men in a relationship right now is not happy. They just broke, so they got to stay. Black love is dead. Black love is dead. It's because we lost our woman a long time ago. The enemy has taken over our woman. What we call our women, what we call our black queens is not our queens. They're the enemy's queens. They're the enemy's queens. And if they were our queens, the women who are successful, right? They would find men who are not drug dealers, right? Not athletes, right? Men with good integrity, men with good minds, men that are business minded, right? And invest that money into a man with a plan. Why? Because they have less hurdles to make money, man. But then, do they really have to do that? Because you're still rolling the dice. Because here's the thing. Most of our women are terrible, and most of our men are terrible as well. So a lot of them have a right to not trust in us. But that's even more proof that the spiritual connection we have with each other is gone. But here's the thing. You have a way better chance of finding love and happiness outside of your race than she does. Black love is dead.